everyone, I'm McDowell here with another YouTube video, and today I want to talk about Savate. That is Savate, Savate. Now what this is basically French kickboxing style martial art. Now the thing is that while most people believe in traditional martial arts, it originally came from both Japan, China, and Korea. France have actually had their own style of different martial arts that actually were motif in it. Now, Savate is one of those few ones, if not maybe one of the very rare ones, to where the kickboxers are actually wearing boots. Throughout most of all the time, when you see actual fighters, they're not wearing those shoes at all. And everyone knows why you don't wear those shoes. You don't wear those shoes, you don't wear those socks because you don't want to damage your other appointment while you're in training, damage your classmates. You might have glass, you might have gravel, dog poop, or even rocks in your shoes. That's why you should always respect the mats whenever you come to a dojo, and only wear boots when it's necessary to wear boots. But for the Savate though, is one of the rarest ones that actually has to where you gotta use boots in even a competition. So, for that being said, we're going to go over this today's style analysis. We're going to go over Savate. So, if you do like this video, please hit a like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'll have more videos down the line. For that being said, let's get started. Now, Savate is a full kickboxing sport. Now, it originally was from Southwest Europe and was believed to been used by sailors, criminals, and soldiers. Pretty much they're all basically pirates. So, and the art form, of course, evolved by grappling maneuvers and also with such training as such as like the staff, baton, and la candan, the combat. So, and forgive me if I butchered it, but the thing is they also practice with weapons too. So, and one of the earliest form originally was from around the 16th century, and it's basically its own style. Basically, you got Tang Sudo, which is the way of the China hand or empty hand, open hand way. With Savate, it's called the old boot. In French, the old boot. That's why I say it's one of the few styles to actually start practicing in boots. So. And one of the earliest dates that actually, why originally in the 16th century, one of the documents would state in the 18th century that Savate was popular in France by the 1800s to the late 1870s by Charles Charmat. Now, the one thing he systemized or even actually tried to help, he didn't really found it. He sympathized it into an actual training method and to introduce a ranking system to his students. And once he did that, he'll mostly by either by a cuff or by a color sash. So when it came to mostly either by their sash or by their gloves is how they always actually did the ranking system. By his son was once arguably his Charles son was actually most noted as the all-time great fighter, and he taught it to the military in the United Kingdom. So, and also that it was also mostly known as in the United States the name of the automatic defense. So today, while there actually is many different adaptations, just like there's many different adaptations of Kung Fu, there's like maybe 14 different hand strikes, along with hips, shoulders, elbows, hip strikes, and knees that are all lined with weapons, including forearms, whips, a staff, and razors. So, and kicks, and of course both kicks are in a particular kick called Savate, is well known within the students of that practitioners of that art. And originally the tradition was a ranking system. You got students who are basically known as elves or disciplined, or when it comes to teachers, they are the downers. So, and students today practice 2, 3, or 4 times a week. So the thing is that that's just how they stay good, nice and fit. And it, just like mixed martial arts, is a full-time job. So basically, you're training throughout the entire week. It's just a full-time job, and mostly just like every single style is introduced as philosophy. So, and I've seen a few kickboxing, Savate kickboxing. They are brutal. They're the one things that what karate won't do. Not karate, but Taekwondo. They actually will kick so hard that the judge will have to call it out fast. And one thing that, like I always say with Taekwondo, the one thing that Taekwondo lacks, because I fought a few of them, is that they don't like close quarter combat. Wing Chun, like let's say in my previous style evaluation or analysis, is all about close quarters. So they know exactly how to get in. Savate is almost like basically like a French style of Muay Thai. So therefore, I'm just trying to revise it a little bit from what I read. That is mostly like a French style of Muay Thai, but with boots. And getting kicked by a boot does not feel too good, trust me. But also, having wearing a boot weighs you down, weighs your technique down. So unless you got good flexibility in Savate, that's the only way how you can actually do it. Getting kicked by a boot does not feel too good, especially when you have a boot, say with one that has very big, thick grips, they don't actually feel too good. So Savate, like I said, one of the deadliest styles in France. So there you have it. That is my style analysis of Savate. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. 1,000 subscribers. This is Al McDowell, signing off.